I'm Ram.
Welcome back to the One Piece versus 4K podcast, where we compare the Funimation dub to the 4K 4Kids anime, uh, and yeah, we sometimes throw in comparisons to the manga. We are here today for episode 39 from the 4Kids. I really confused. I think this covers like all the way up to episode 45 of the Funimation dub. I'm sure they cut a whole bunch out. It seemed like they just like chopped up a ton of this episode. I could even tell myself watching it. That's why I looked ahead of time. But we'll get into that. But before we do, what's been going on with you, Rom?
So yeah, I guess like since the last time, we actually had I think 4 straight weeks of chapters. It was like an insane run, and we finally have a bye week next week. So yeah, the manga has been like they've been like churning out chapters, and but now like they've officially like taken a break for 1 week, and then they'll be back, and then it'll probably be like I don't know if they're back to their old like every 3 4 chapters break, or if it's just like a one-off thing. But I think for the past few months, I've been like looking at like the release date of the different chapters, and so far it's like at least 3 chapters a month or something. So yeah, I think they're kind of like just there in terms of like the frequency. And the manga chapters have been amazing. Like, basically we find out like a lot of stuff like in the last 2 chapters. I don't know if I mentioned, I don't know, I can't remember if it was in the previous chapter, that we find out who Zoro's father is, as well as Sanji's race. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last one, but yeah, I mean, we kind of learn about that, learn about the connections, that, well, actually, I shouldn't say Zoro's father. It's who we think is Zoro's father. There's like everybody thinks that this guy is possibly Zoro's father because he looks exactly like him, but it's not like 100% like
Gotcha.
confirmed. It's just something that we're just kind of guessing. So so yeah, like I've been like so yeah, the manga chapters have just been amazing. The anime have also been pretty good. I mean, it is starting to kind of get dragged out a little more. But that's just kind of like normal, so that's fine. But like in terms of like the anime, like yeah, I mean like the episodes have just been getting better and better, and we actually got introduced to a new character in the anime. I mean in the manga, this character has been there for a long time, but they finally got introduced in the anime, and you know they haven't done a face reveal yet. It's like a mask reveal, but yeah, we kind of got introduced into the new characters, so that's been pretty exciting. And yeah, so that's kind of been what's going on with um the Funimation. And I'm sorry, that's kind of been what's going on with the anime and the manga recently. Uh, Honestly, like the manga chapters, this arc, I think I've kind of said before that like there's been kind of like these stories about how like the Wano arc that we're in right now was like the one arc Oda was apparently looking forward to drawing for like well over a decade, maybe all the way till like the start or something. And so yeah, he's finally in this arc, and honestly like the artwork and the chapters have been great. Um like there's this one character that's shown in the manga where we see his like animal form, but like we don't see what he looks like now because he's aged. So that's gonna be pretty exciting to see. So yeah, I'm really I can't like yeah, the manga and the anime have both been like really good. Looking forward to seeing the new chapters, the new fights get all animated. So I'm really looking forward to it. What's been going on with you?
Not much, I guess, from the anime front. Still watching Cowboy Bebop. I think we've maybe watched. Uh, we've maybe watched like 5 episodes since last podcast. Maybe a little bit. Maybe like 7. Um, just still enjoying that. We got like 10 episodes left till we're done with that anime entirely because there's only like 26 episodes total.
Hmm.
And then I'll be excited to watch the movie because, like I said, I think last time I've never actually watched the English dub of the movie, and like Cowboy Bebop is known for having like being one of the animes that has an amazing English dub.
Oh,
So
okay. So wait, are you guys watching the English dub or the Japanese sub?
the English dub, yeah,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah, um,
Okay.
yeah, uh, yeah. So that's mainly been it for me on the anime front. Other than that, just been I don't know. Been finally finished a game I've been playing for a long ass time. I don't think I've ever brought it up on the podcast, but I've been playing this game called Yokai Watch, which is actually also based on an anime that I never finished watching. It's kind of like a Pokemon. It's like Pokemon, but it's different. It's a game, and I finally finished it. That game was like I've been playing that maybe for like a maybe like 2 years now, just off and on. That the entire game took me like 65 hours to beat. So yeah, it was a long time, and I finally beat it over the weekend. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I did want to bring up. Didn't you say you were gonna? What was it that you were gonna get? Didn't you say you were gonna get the new Madden,
No.
or it was the new NBA, right?
I was, but the thing is, like, I don't know. Did I tell you that I stopped playing?
No. What was it that you were gonna get? Was it Madden or NBA?
If I am gonna get something, it's gonna be Madden. It's not gonna be NBA. 'Cause I mean, well, actually, no, no, no.
Oh, thanks for
That's a
the
lie. I
sub,
will
slippery
absolutely.
buttery convict. Sorry,
Huh?
someone followed us.
Oh, okay, okay. No, so I will buy the new NBA 2K because it has like the Hawks roster that made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like I'm definitely gonna buy that because like, my well, obviously like an Atlanta sports fan in its entirety, which is, my downfall, but um which is kind of the source to my depression, but like like this team, this run has been so amazing that I will buy this. Um but like I can't play NBA 2K more than like maybe like once a week is basically what I can do.
Uh,
I can't
okay,
binge 2K like I do with Madden because
gotcha.
like
But not.
yeah,
But at this point, you're done with Madden too.
no, I'm back on Madden.
Okay, so then what? So then why aren't you getting the new one? You you can get
Oh
it
dude,
for
I mean like
$30.
it can be on sale for $20 and I won't get it. Um
Why?
because
You said you were going to get it on this podcast. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna be picking it up.
no.
Yeah,
No, like
you have a $20 gift card that you just still have sitting there doing nothing.
I'd much rather use that to buy a new Assassin's Creed or some other like
Okay,
good game than buy it on like basically a roster update.
okay,
Like dude, like franchise mode in Madden is like the only reason I play Madden. I don't really play Madden Ultimate Team or online. I'm not really like
then you should probably
I mean
get
I'll
the.
play online a bit, but like franchise mode is the main reason why I play Madden and like dude, like I like franchise mode hasn't been as good as it was in the late like 2000s. Like I'm talking like 2006 all the way to like 2000, like maybe even like 2009, 2010. Like 2007, the one I have was like it's awesome. Like oh man, I miss that one. Because like as a player you could like demand trades, you can I think I constantly shift to different teams and like I'd have like drama with the ownership and it would be like a lot of fun. And like the new franchise mode it doesn't have anything like that. Like I hate it, dude. Like
Okay, then maybe you should put the $20 towards that Spider-Man Miles Morales game.
yeah, I probably will. Like like I will spend it on anything else other than like Madden.
I
Like I
I
said,
just
I
I
may
just
still buy 2K just because of that squad.
I just want I just I just want you for the first time in your life to buy a game when it comes out.
Oh, dude. Yeah, sure. If when the Miles Morales games comes out, I guess I'll
Oh,
buy
okay.
it.
Well, it's already been out for a year now, so it's too
Oh,
late.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to. I don't know if I want to get a PS5 right now.
Well,
Um,
good luck finding one. The only way I found one is because I signed up for the emails and they sent me an email saying I had a direct link to buy one. That's the only way I got one.
Yeah,
But
that's actually what I hear. It's like it's so like exclusive that like you have to be like some part of like special like email groups. Obviously, you probably were part of the official one. I think one of my friends here he apparently like was just randomly browsing on like Sam's online store and like it just popped up and then he just went in and bought it.
oh yeah,
And he has it. So it's like so exclusive just because of all the chip shortages and everything else.
yeah. I gotta. Yeah, I tried to get the new Xbox too.
Mhm.
And I didn't get it. But I bought GameStop's membership just so I could try to get it. Well, no, I didn't buy it. I had enough points to get it for free. So then I literally went to the store just so I could get on the internet to buy. So like I had to go to the store to get the membership so I could get online to to uh, to get the Xbox. But then by the time I got online, it was sold out. So yeah,
Yeah.
and I do have
Oh.
I did just get a Sam's Club membership, uh,
Hmm.
so maybe it'll come back up there. I don't know. Anyways, uh, yeah. Well, that's it from my end. I just beat a game that I've been playing for a long ass time.
Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Oh, that's good. Are you starting up a new game in your stream?
Oh, so I wasn't even playing that game on stream. I
Hmm.
was just playing that for fun. I'm still playing. So I on streams on Sunday, I beat Borderlands 1 for the second time, and now I'm
Hmm.
playing Borderlands 2 for the second time. But this time I'm playing with three other people, so uh,
Okay, okay.
it's a lot more fun. Playing with three people at once as opposed to just with Laura. But Laura's
Okay,
playing
okay.
with me too, so I guess Laura's playing for a second time too.
Okay.
But
Okay. Cool.
yeah, that's what I've been doing on Sundays. So yeah.
Nice.
Anything else with you? Anything else you watched?
Um, um, no, like I'm trying to think like what have I been like watching recently? Like, it's one of those things where like just time just flies where I'm like, what did I watch like recently? Um,
Oh, I watched the new. I did watch the new. What's that movie called? The new Suicide
Shang-Chi?
Squad. No, I watched Suicide Squad.
Oh, the new one. Okay, 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 okay. Did you watch Shang-Chi?
No, I haven't because it's in theaters. I'm still afraid to go to theaters.
But you're vaccinated though, right?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't want to get. I don't know how many people are going to be in the theater that are freaking sick. I don't want to get sick. I mean, I can still get sick. The chances are less, but
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal with it.
What about getting like N95 masks?
That's not comfortable, man. I don't want to sit through a whole like. That's worse than like a regular mat. I don't know. I just think it's too much of a hassle.
Okay,
If
okay,
I could go and there was like no one there, I mean, I guess I could just like go in the middle of the week.
okay.
Uh,
Well,
that
it's
might
gonna
be something
eventually
worth doing.
probably come on Disney Plus because like it's Marvel and stuff. So
Yeah,
I think
no,
that's
that's gonna take like I'm not gonna wait that long. I'll wait. I'll see it whenever it comes out on digital. I think they are shorter release cycles these days. So
okay, okay.
yeah,
That's good. Yeah, yeah. I
but
think that
Spider
it's
Man, I might have to go see that on like a weekday or something. Like that movie's gonna be insane.
I do think when is the new Spider-Man release? Because I
It
heard
comes
like
out
the
in
trailer.
December.
Okay. I do think that hopefully by then we should be able to get the booster shots by then.
That's
So
what I'm
hopefully,
hoping. Like I'm hoping I can get
yeah.
it sometime in October, but like we're midway through September now, and there's no such thing as a booster shot that's available for anyone to take yet.
I thought they were already administering some booster shots to like older patients already.
I haven't heard of it, and I think the only one that even I don't know any booster shots that are ready.
Hmm. I
I
thought
don't
they
know.
already started something. I don't know. I just think.
Maybe.
I do hope that they're kind of like using like Delta and like the Mu variant to kind of like tackle to kind of tackle those because yeah, I think those are the big ones. Especially like actually no, the Lambda and the Mu are the ones that they say are like bypassing the vaccine. So hopefully the booster shots help with those variants.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully we'll see.
Yeah.
And I sent you. I posted that one online. Dude, I'm all for the one that's supposedly coming out. That also has the flu shot in it.
Yeah,
Cause,
yeah, yeah,
dude,
yeah.
just give it to me at once and let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause
Yeah.
I need to get. I was thinking about that too. I need to get the flu shot. Anyway, so why not? Why not get it done at once?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. I hope that is what it is.
Yeah,
I can actually get the flu shot this year, so I'm definitely going to get it this year.
yeah,
Because like the past year, year and a half or something, like when I was on like antibiotics or something, I asked my doctor if I can get the flu shot, and he was like, "No," and I was
oh,
like, "Dang." And
gotcha.
yeah,
Well,
and
last year,
fortunately, I didn't
anyways,
get
we were
this year.
inside like
Yeah,
90% of the time. It was kind of pointless to get it.
yeah, I think yeah, that and everybody's like wearing masks at the time.
Yeah,
This is before mask hesitancy and all that started, so. Yeah, I think yeah, it was probably like fine. Um, the year prior, I think I got like I mean I didn't get the flu, but like I certainly got like very sick and like I think like I was like out for like a whole week or not a whole week, but like 3, 4 days, and like in the middle of the third day that night, my body just like completely like it was like so heated that I
yeah,
was just like okay, this is the night where my body is pretty much getting rid of everything. And then it's gonna like that was pretty much what I consider as the peak of the sickness, where I think then it's like the next few days I'll just be like cocking out, like blowing my nose and like spitting out and getting all the phlegm and all the like nasty things out, and that's what it was.
yeah. I had the flu at the beginning of last year, and I know it was the flu because I got tested for the flu.
I
But
didn't know there was a test for the flu.
no, yeah, yeah, they can give you a test to know if you have the flu. Cause but
Mm.
yeah, they can also know like how long it's been too. Cause like they can give you like if you get the flu, they can give you something to get over the flu quicker. But if it's been too long, it's not gonna do shit. So then they don't give it to you. So I had already been like 5 days into the flu, so they're like
Okay,
it's no
okay, okay, okay.
use.
I do hope that like some booster shot or something is available by December because I just like committed to going to like a football game at the start of January.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's like
I'm sure some. Let's hope something's there before then, because I will definitely need something by then. I feel like. Um,
yeah, yeah, especially with immunity wearing off from the last vaccine.
yeah. Well, let's get into the episode here.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. So,
My
yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say like earlier when you mentioned that like your the before it gets cut out a lot apart, it's like mine's like multiple episode titles.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think we even need to go into the episode titles at this point, but since it's multiple,
Yeah.
I'll just say whatever my episode title was, since it's unique. It was Wanted. I mean, that's probably the lamest episode title
Oh,
yet.
wow.
Uh, but it does make sense with what this episode covers. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
episode opens up with Arlong floating under the water, and everyone's wondering where he is. He flings himself out of the water and attacks Luffy, sending him flying into the air. As he's falling back down towards the water, Arlong tries to attack him again from the air, but Luffy does the Gum Gum Finger Net, which he says is the best way to catch a fish. He then performs the Gum Gum Spear on him, slamming himself and Arlong into the ground. At this point, Luffy gets up from the rubble and asks if it's over, but then realizes it's not as he dodges Arlong again, only to notice that Arlong's now grabbing a big sword that Nami refers to as the Saw Blade. And at this point, Johnny and Yusaku call it a swordfish.
Mhm.
Um, so, is this fight similar to anything that happened on your end?
I mean, yeah, I mean it's like he basically goes into the water and then he starts like shooting out and starts attacking like as like a torpedo or something. He like some torpedo attack and then Luffy's able to dodge it a few times and then he goes back down and then Luffy then holds his like fingers in like a three and then he's like defense and then Arlong then is like in the water and he's like okay I'm gonna shoot it at twice the speed and he gets it but fortunately Luffy uses his like finger net to grab Arlong and then like basically the fight sequences that you mentioned are pretty much the same at that point.
Got it. So yeah, Arlong then swings at Luffy with this the saw blade several times, but misses, and then starts destroying his own building. He then hits Luffy into a window and corners Luffy, saying it's the perfect place to battle or for the battle to end because this is where he forced Nami to draw those maps, and she will always be his slave. And then he says, I mean crewmate." Luffy then gets pissed and kicks his foot into the roof, only to be bitten by one of Arlong's shark attacks, or he
Mm.
calls shark and destroy attacks. Um,
Mm.
let me just say one more thing.
Yeah.
So at this point, Luffy takes the attack and then performs something that he calls Gum Gum Axe, which sends his foot flying back down the roof and slams Arlong all the way through the entire building to the bottom floor. And then the entire building starts to collapse as Johnny and Yusaku pull Nami away from, the devastation.
Okay, okay. So yeah, it's actually battle. I think he calls it battle axe on my end. But oh man, they cut out a lot of like important emotional parts.
Well, there's
Um,
some emotional parts that come after this, but we'll see
no,
what you
like
say.
yeah, in the room itself, there's actually some emotional parts. So
Okay.
Arlong, he throws Luffy into the room, and instantly Nami's like, "That's my room. Like that's like where Arlong like made me draw his maps and stuff." And then Luffy's inside there, and then Arlong says, "This is where Nami drew all the maps for me." He talks about how like she's too good for him. He talks about how like Arlong talks about how like humans are inferior to fishmen and fishmen are superior, but that Nami because of her surveying skills, she's also like better than she's still I think the way he says it is that like while she is still below Fishman, it's like she's like better than humans or something. And as he's talking, um, Luffy notices a pen with like a wingtip pen, and he like just kind of like looks over it and he's like, "There's blood in this pen." And then he gets like really mad and he punches Arlong, and then so actually this kind of next thing Arlong says. Um, so basically, Arlong then says that um, he basically continues to chide Luffy about how like Nami would be wasting her talents, being part of Luffy's crew, and he basically says like he can basically offer Nami anything she ever wants, and that she is like he owns her, she's her slave and stuff. And as he says it, the way that he looks and the way that the scene is framed, it has a rapey vibe. Um, like it just feels like very kind of like a rapey vibe. Like because like he says that Arlong says he can basically give Nami anything she wants, and the way it's kind of displayed, it's like he doesn't say, you never say these things, but it is one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, like we kind of get like what he's saying, you know.
Gotcha.
Um, so I'm
Yeah, I
guessing
wonder why
that's
they cut that
yeah,
out. I'm just kidding.
yeah. Hey man, her shoulder hurts, so he looks at her like, back at Orangetown where like her shoulder hurts, but the guy looks at her like, that's
Oh
not
yeah.
sad name. Yeah, except this is actual. So yeah, Luffy gets really pissed off, and then Arlong attacks him, and Arlong attacks like his chest, and Luffy just grabs his like nose and he just breaks his nose, and then like Arlong like seeds in pain, and then Luffy then like starts to do the battle axe, and he throws his leg up, and as he's doing that, Arlong like oh yeah, and basically like Luffy's on the ground, and he grabs a hold of the sword that Arlong had, and in like a fit of rage, he breaks the sword, and that's when Arlong bites, and then he breaks his nose. He throws up the battle axe, and then as Arlong beats him, then like he throws it down, and it takes Arlong all the way down, and like Arlong's like defeated, and then like the building collapses, and they don't. Everybody doesn't know who won, and then you see um, Luffy emerge. But yeah, go ahead. I think that's pretty much where we're caught up with. But yeah.
Yeah. So Luffy hasn't come out yet in mine, but that's fine. Obviously, he's not dead. Nami, starts to scream Luffy as the building continues to tumble and believes that he's gone. Genzo, Nojiko, and Sanji are now seen coming up from the water where they must have been sent due to the collapse. As Johnny and Yosaku say that Luffy has given his life for them. Usopp says that Luffy was a good man and a fine friend, fearless pirate, and all of us. And as before he's done saying that, Luffy comes up from the rumble, looking like he's still ready to fight. Luffy screams Nami and says that they are friends and crewmates for life. As Nami begins to hold back tears and agree with him, everyone begins to cheer Luffy won, and it's all over. They toss Luffy up into the air and start celebrating as Usopp takes the credit for teaching Luffy everything he knows. Sanji comes to congratulate him. Luffy then crashes. He's thrown up into the air, and then he like. It seems like he purposely crashes onto the floor after being thrown up into the air. And then Nami then gives Luffy his hat back, and then just smiles at him. So that's what happens in this scene.
Yeah, I mean, so all of that happens. I'm just saying
Okay.
that like
Yeah.
Luffy got out
That's
of the
a
role, but yeah, basically all that sequence basically happens. But
okay.
yeah.
So at this point, the Rat Man shows up and reveals himself as Colonel Nezumi, and that he'll be
Hmm.
keeping all the treasure that he took from them. Zolo then shows up and knocks the crap out of him and his crew and tells them all he'll get is a dose of justice, which I thought was really funny at how he says that because it just seems like a very like superhero thing to say.
Mm.
Um, Nami then asks Nezumi if he remembers stealing the treasure and thrashing the Tangerine Grove before hitting him with her stick. Nami then grabs him by his whiskers and says she thinks she's had enough as long as, or she thinks that he's had enough, that she's not going to finish him off as long as he uh, gives everything back that he's taken. Nezumi then kind of agrees, but then swims away and says that they're all fools and he'll make their lives miserable. At this point, Luffy just shouts out to Nezumi that he's going to be king of the pirates, and Zolo is like, that's not what he was saying. And then Usopp, then begins to worry about, what's going on.
So a lot of that is similar. Basically, yeah, I mean, all that is pretty much similar. It's just as he's like, as Nezumi is like swimming away, he talks about how like they'll regret this, and then he
Mm-hmm.
says big things will start to happen, and then Luffy, who's like right there, he's like, how does he know that I'm about to become the king of the pirates? In like a joking way, and then well, so he says that, and then Zoro's like, that's not what he meant, dumbass, or something like that, and yeah, and then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so then we see Nezumi, back at the base. He's calling in the central command, and he's calling the command in on something. It's like a snail phone.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what they use. Oh, did they not have that?
this
I
is
don't
the
know if they
first
had
time
that
I've
in the
seen this in the
movie.
entire anime.
Oh, yeah, I guess yeah, sure. Okay. Let's just put it as snail phone. Yeah.
So he then tells the Navy that they must consider the Straw Hat Man Luffy a major threat, and that they need to place a bounty on him and his crew's head. He then somehow sends a fax through the snail's butt to the headquarters, and it shows up, at the headquarters, and it's a picture of Luffy smiling, holding up a peace sign.
Hmm.
It's like a very funny scene, and they're like, "This is the guy," or he says, "I'm sorry, I didn't have a better picture." He then says, "One way or another, they must make this pirate pay." We then see the Navy meeting together about whether they should go after Luffy, and one of the officers is explaining that he's taken out Buggy, Krieg, and Arlong. The man says, considering all he's taken out, they need to put a 30 million berry bounty on him, to which they all agree. And then at this point, all of a sudden, a pirate commander is seen marching out, telling the rest of the Navy the threat that Luffy faces, and tells them that they must crush Luffy and his crew.
Does he mention about Luffy defeating Arlong?
Uh, yes, that's what the yes, that is what one of the Navy officers says before. There's like another commander that's telling everyone they need to take them out. But yes, they even post a picture up of Arlong's bounty.
Mm,
Like
okay.
they're showing the bounties and that Luffy's defeated them all.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because yeah, that's what happens here is that like he specifically mentions about that, and yeah, he sends over the photo, and then the guy's like, dumbfounded, and then Nezumi yells at his like subordinate, "Is that the best picture you could get?" or something like that. He just yells at him.
Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, you see picture of Luffy like yeah holding peace sign and like smiling bright and stuff. But yeah.
yeah. So, what like is this already into like the second or third episode for you?
This is into actually, yeah, it is still in the second episode. So yeah, we already went past we speed ran the first episode and we speed ran pretty much the second episode, and we're kind of at the end of the second episode basically.
Okay, yeah. So this is probably where it just goes. So what episode would that be on for you now?
This scene where he sends the fax is the end of episode 43.
Okay. So this is where it goes. Okay, so this is probably where it gets crazy and goes all the way to 45. So this is like it's almost like it's just they just like sum up a bunch of things. I don't know. It's crazy. But so then
How about we do this? So I know we usually do scene by scene, but say the rest of it
yeah,
because
yeah.
I
Yeah,
because
cuz
like
there's
I
not that
think a
much
lot.
more.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Then yeah, definitely. All right. Go
Well, I
ahead.
mean there is a lot more, but it won't take me that long to cover it cuz it's
Yeah.
very
Okay.
short
Go
things.
ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
So then Captain named so like then what it does is it starts cutting to a bunch of different people being informed of the bounty. So
Mhm.
a captain named Kuro is informed of the same thing. Then we see Kobe. Wait, did I? Oh, I think I accidentally. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry, I skipped a line. So yeah, Kuro is informed, but before that, a Navy officer is seen walking into a prison cell where Lockjaw is being held, and shows Lockjaw the bounty.
Mhm.
Um, we then see Kobe again at sea, realizing that Luffy is now wanted. He sees like the bounty poster. We then see a ship sailing with that has hearts on the sail, and like a woman with red lips seeing the bounty, but we don't really don't see her face. We just see the lips.
Okay.
Um, We then see some other pirates looking offshore
I
as
have a question. Hang
yes.
on. The lady with the heart, you only see her face.
I don't think you even see her face. I think you just see like her. Maybe you see her face very briefly, but it's
So
just
is
like
she wearing like a jacket and like a tux and everything?
I don't
Do they
remember that.
show?
I think you just see her face.
Oh, okay. I think in the next episode, it may make more sense as to why I'm asking this. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Um, yeah. So then we see some other pirates looking offshore as Mihawk is now seen walking up, demanding to see their captain. Mihawk then tells the captain he remembers hearing about a strange child from a small village, and now we realize that the captain he's talking to is none other than Shanks. Shanks tells him that he must know, or now that he knows who he's talking about, he won't be able to let Mihawk leave. It then cuts to Luffy being excited to learn that he's officially wanted and laughing about it. Usopp then realizes that he can see himself in the photo and says that he's famous. Sanji points out that it's just the back of his head, and Sanji is now disappointed that he's not in it too because he wanted to attract the ladies. Uh, Sanji, Usopp, and Luffy then cheer on that they are wanted, and Nami reminds Luffy that that means everyone's going to be going after them. Nami then begins to explain the situation as Luffy keeps talking about what he thinks will happen in the future and suggests, and then they decide that they're going to go to Rogue Town for some food. Zolo then says that is the town where the end begins. Nami says that is true for Gold Rogers because that's where he was born and where he met his end. Sanji says that Gold Rogers always told him to stay away from that place. Um, Luffy then says it's the home of Gold Roger and he may be gone, but he'd love to see where he came from because the One Piece was once his treasure. All of a sudden, one of the Navy men is seen calling a captain named Captain Chaser that Monkey D. Luffy and his crew are headed to Rogue Town. We can't see this captain. The room is filled with smoke. And Chaser then says that monkey is going straight to his cage.
Okay. Actually, before I start this, um, so do they actually like? Do they actually like? Is Shanks like waking up and groggy and stuff when they when Mihawk reaches that island?
No, it looks like he's just like there, like he's like there
Or
by
he's
like
like
the fire.
sleepy and hanging out?
Yeah,
The reason I asked that is because in that scene.
he's supposed to be drunk.
Well, not entirely. So it's basically like, Mihawk reaches that island, and then everybody's just kind of like getting up all, like hungover and stuff, and they see it, and then so one of the guys goes and informs Shanks that, hey, Mihawk is like on the way, and he's like, what? And then like Mihawk comes in, and then Mihawk says, I heard about this one pirate from the East Blue, and like that's like associated with you, and he shows, and then yeah, Mihawk says what you said, um, and basically, Mihawk is like, "Well, I can't let you go now. Now that you showed me this." And then he then says, "We got a party." And then Mihawk points out, "You guys are like hungover from partying last night." And he's like, "It's fine, it's fine. This is cause for celebration." So then he gives Mihawk like a mug of like whiskey or beer or some alcoholic drink, and he edges like he kind of urges like pushes like Mihawk to drink the alcoholic drink. It's like I don't know whether I should call it beer or whether I should call it wine, just because of the different coloration. I'm like, well, should I call it beer? Should I call it wine? Like wine is like clear when it's like it's in like a little wine glass, but it's like a mug, but it's still like wine colored. But I guess it's beer. He edges Mihawk to basically drink the beer. And you can see like he's like hungover, partially drunk because in like anime, if like someone's drunk, it's like red lines and stuff.
Mm.
So yeah. Now having explained that scene. They cut out like so much.
Yeah, I was trying to like look through some of the things, and it seemed like they had cut out a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh my gosh, dude. I
Is there
can't,
any way you can
oh,
summarize it quickly?
I will. I will show you what they cut out because this pretty much takes up most of episode 44. What they did was they basically cut out episode 44. I guess I could see why a little bit, but like they could have left in like they could have done like some of the scenes like okay, so I'll tell you what's going on. And so basically, after the fight is over and stuff, the Zoro is getting stitched up. Obviously, Zoro has like a huge slash from his Mihawk fight. That obviously that Arlong ripped open. I know it's probably skipped in the four kids, but in the regular Funimation and the regular one, it's like Arlong rips it open and like he attacks it, so it's like wide open and stuff. So he's at the medic and the guy's like stitching him back up and Zoro's just like screaming in pain and stuff, but it's like fine. He's like a strong guy. um and so yeah, like they're getting fixed. Nami then goes to Belomir's grave, and she then like kind of like figuratively talks with Belomir and stuff, and Nojiko sees her, and uh, then Belomir no, sorry, Nojiko and Genzo, she tells them about her wanting to go out and be a pirate and stuff, and Genzo is like, how could you like join like treasonous pirates and stuff? And then Nojiko is like, yeah, it's like even if like Bellemere didn't approve of her joining the pirates, it's not like you'll listen to her, you'll just go on. And then Nami sticks out her finger in like a childish, like like a cutesy like quirky way. Anyways, so then like Nami grabs like a whole bunch of stuff, and she has this like dream sequence with Bellemere. Like she imagines like Bellemere is like here and stuff, and she has like this whole big thing packed. um and then as she's like walking out, like it's animated to show Bellemere pushing her off, but obviously Bellemere's dead. But it's just like she feels like a push. And then yeah, and then Luffy then like they're now like the town is kind of having like a party because the Arlong pirates are like defeated and they're gone. And basically they're all celebrating with like buffets of food, and like Luffy's like just engorging himself in food. And basically Zoro and Sanji are talking, and Usopp is on top of like these set of tables talking about how he defeated the evil Arlong, and he's like sing my name, sing about me, and then he starts like drunkenly singing and stuff. um and then Sanji, after kind of like talking with Zoro a bit, he puts out his cigarette, and then he starts chasing after girls who come after him. And this is, I think this is like the last time this ever happens to Sanji, where a girl actually, no, no, no. So yeah, Sanji goes after the girls and they go after him, and they like attach him and stuff, and then Luffy then walks off, and finds Genzo pouring sake over um, Bellamir's grave, and then Genzo and Luffy talk, and Genzo basically tells Luffy about how like he better make sure to never hurt Nami, and if he or his crew ever hurts Nami in any way, Genzo will go and kill them. And then Luffy's like, "I'm not gonna hurt her, or we're not gonna hurt her, or something." In like a Luffy innocent child kind of way, he's like, "Oh, we're not gonna hurt her, or something." And then Genzo's like, "You better not." And then we kind of shift to the tattoo parlor, where like Nami is like topless, laying down, trying to get rid of Arlong's tattoo, the Arlong pirate tattoo. and like the doctor tries his best to get rid of it, but he's like, it is a tattoo, so it's not gonna fully go off. There's still gonna be like some scarring and stuff, and you see you do see like some side boob with her arm, like her arm and some side boob basically. um so I could see why that scene is kind of cut
And they
off.
had to cut out the other scene because Bellamere never died.
Yeah, obviously. So then, yeah, so then Nami says, "Well, I have like another tattoo design that I want you to kind of do," and she just hands him a thing, and then he goes ahead and makes it, and then basically slowly like everybody Zoro's kind of drinking up, and then Nojiko has like a little conversation with a little kid, and like she kind of messes with them a little bit, and it's like all fun, and then everybody kind of starts to like fall asleep. Usopp gets tired and falls on the table, like just falls asleep on the table. You see Sanji just kind of like falling asleep, having like two girls on each arm and like other like girls over him. Um, so I think that's another scene that probably wouldn't have made the cutting board. Clearly, it didn't make it. Um, and then the next morning, I basically like Luffy and his crew, they're all pretty much getting everything like packed up and stuff. And Johnny and Yosaku, they're like, "Hey, it was a blast hanging out with you guys, but we're gonna go back to our old job as bounty hunters, so this is where we part." And the guys are like, "Okay, cool." Everybody in the town is at the port, kind of to send them off, and everybody's wondering like where Nami was. And then Nami shows up, and Nojiko actually talks about how Nami left all like 90 or 100 million or close to the 100 million berries that Nami accrued over the years, and she just left it all to them, and they're just like, why doesn't she take some of it? And then like Nojiko says that Nami told her, or Nami said in the note that she's going to steal it again, I guess elsewhere. And then yeah, so you see Nami, she's just kind of standing there, and she basically tells the crew to set sail. Um, Actually, prior to Nami showing, like they were wondering if Nami was going to show up, and then Usopp talks about how like it'd probably be better for Nami to not go with them because it's dangerous and stuff. And then Sanji um, talks about how like if Nami doesn't come, that gets rid of 98.7% of the reason why he's even on the ship. So, but then yeah, right as that, like yeah, Nami shows up and she says, "Set sail," and then so then like Usopp and Luffy and everyone, they're talking about, is this how she really wants to leave? And then Luffy's like, "Hey, it's her choice. She said set sail." So then he tells them, set sail, and I think Sanji and Usopp, they start to open the sails, and Zoro goes and grabs the anchor, and then everybody's like, you can't leave like this. And then Nami starts running, and everybody starts running, like basically she's running towards the boat, and people are at the boat obviously, and they start running towards her. And then she starts like winding above, and then during the run, at one scene, you could see her hand reach into someone's pocket, and then she just runs, but no one notices. And then she just runs, and then when she reaches the edge of the port, she jumps, and then she lands on the boat, and then she lifts up her shirt partially, and then shakes it, and then you see everyone's wallet just like dropping down.
Oh, onto
And
the ship.
yeah, onto the
Yeah.
deck of the ship. And then everyone's like, you witch, can't believe she took all our like wallets and stuff. But they're still happy for her and stuff. And then Nojiko makes a joke about how she pulled one off on us one last time. And that is actually the end of episode, I think it's 44.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and then at the end, like after they leave, the guy who did the tattoo, the doctor who did the tattoo, he actually asks Genzo where's his like spinner, and Genzo's like, I don't need it anymore. and it actually flash we actually get like a little bit of a flashback where we see the reason why Genzo has the pinwheel. And the reason why he has a pinwheel was because when Nami came to the island as a baby with Bellamere, she would always cry when she sees Genzo, and Bellamere says she's scared of your face or something like that. So then Genzo said, "Okay, I have an idea," and then he goes and he grabs a pinwheel and puts it on his head, and then Bellamir's like, "You really think that pinwheel is going to make her not cry when she sees you?" And then then you see baby Nami like all cheerful and happy at Genzo with the pinwheel, and that's when we actually see the design of the new tattoo Nami got, which was a pinwheel with a tangerine hanging off of it, um, to obviously indicate Genzo and Bellamere. And yeah, and then yeah, that's kind of where it ends. And I'm not yeah, this I'm pretty sure the scene was definitely cut out. So basically once like Nami rejoins the ship, she Luffy says, "Hey, we got a new crew member. Let's all celebrate." So they all take out a mug of beer and they say cheers to our new crewmate, and they all cheers and they drink, and then that's like how the episode that's basically like how it ends. And then Luffy's bounty starts to go out and it starts to circulate, and then it goes into, um uh I think it's Goa Town. It's Goa Kingdom. I forget the name of Luffy's hometown, but basically like his bounty reaches that town, and the mayor Loop Slap um hang on, hometown. Luffy, hometown. Yeah, Fuchsia Village. So you see the new bounties reaching Fuchsia Village. Obviously, it reaches like Shanks's place and all over. And the mayor Whoop Slap, who's like, saw Luffy grow up from a little kid, he's like all pissed off because everybody's kind of like going to the bar, like celebrating Luffy getting a bounty, and then the mayor's like, "Don't celebrate a kid from our town becoming a wanted criminal," or something like that. But like, they all basically cheer about Luffy's first bounty, and then yeah, the first scene we see Smoker. It's a smoking all. It's like smoke all around because he's his fruit is like some smoke fruit, but he also smokes a cigarette, or sorry, not a cigarette, but two cigars in his mouth. So yeah,
So is his name Smoker?
yeah, Captain
Oh,
Smoker.
but he's named Captain Chaser here.
Oh, well, he's Captain Smoker. I think the reason I'll, I'll I'll leave it till later because
Okay. Yeah, we can
yeah, I
cover
can
it
see
next
why they would
episode
call
if
him
he
Captain
actually shows
Smoker.
up.
Yeah. And it's actually not Rogue. I mean, granted, maybe the Japanese version called it Rogue Town, but no, I do think they also called it Log Town too. But it's actually a Log Town, not Rogue Town. So yeah, that's the town where the Pirate King was born and where he died. And so Luffy wants to go see it to kind of pay a tribute before they go off. But yeah, that's I guess like that kind of wraps like to the
So
start of
does
the
it ever
season.
show that woman too at one point?
Yeah, it does. It
Okay.
does.
And then
She
it
also
does it then
does.
we do see Mihawk too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that is
Oh,
there. Yeah.
and then does it shows Kuro and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Lockjaw. Okay.
It shows basically all
Yeah.
of them. Yeah,
Got
it
it.
shows Captain Morgan and everyone.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
man, that's just crazy how much they cut out. But
cut out a
some
whole
some of
episode.
them, some of it, I feel like they could have left in, but they're trying to make it condensed as possible for whatever
I
reason.
I mean, here's my thing, right? The scene where he stands by her grave and pours the sake or the sake all over her the cross. They could have just like maybe edited in a way where he's just standing in front and just having a conversation with Luffy. They could have done it that
Yeah.
rather than showing the scene where like Usopp is like all drunk and stuff, and where Zoro is like drunk, like drinking sake, or Sanji going after the girls. They could have done like a quick flash scene of them just kind of celebrating the win, like just like people just walking around, because there was actually a scene which was totally fine where Sanji is sitting on the ground with his cigarette. Again, it's a lollipop. Um, Again, it's obviously a lollipop for the four kids, but it's like he can have a lollipop in his mouth. And Zoro is just kind of chilling there. And you see the people in the back kind of celebrating, and Luffy comes in with like bones sticking out with all the meat that he's like consuming. They could have kept that scene
Yeah.
as a celebratory scene. They could have quickly flashed it as like, oh, they're celebrating,
Yeah,
rather
instead they
than like
just they
completely cut
literally just
out.
cut to them leaving on the ship and then they all have a bounty. Like doesn't even show how they get to the ship or anything. So that's kind of lame.
Yeah, and not only that, they could have also kept a scene where everybody's at the port saying goodbye to Luffy. They could have completely kept that
They
part.
could have shown
Um,
something. They could have done some censorship around the tattoo too and actually like
I mean,
shown the tattoo in some way.
yeah, I mean, yeah, they could have like showed the tattoo, because obviously tattoos are pretty prevalent. But like honestly, the scene where like she jumps and pickpockets everyone, they can cut out the part where she pickpockets
No, they
everyone.
can
They could have
show her
just,
pickpocketing everyone. Like what's the deal? They're pirates. They're stealing stuff
yeah.
all the time. I don't think they cut that part out because of that. I think they just cut it out because they're like, let's cut out the whole episode so we can condense it for whatever reason.
I don't know, because like literally like how they, if they wanted to cut out the pickpocket part, if they wanted to, because
Yeah.
obviously she lifts her shirt, what they could have done is they could have shown her like running, and then cut out the part where they pickpocket, and just showed her jump off the port and then onto the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and then just like kind of like smile. And that they could have showed that, because that would have showed how the town celebrated after Arlong got defeated, and then how Nami um went and joined the crew. But like they just completely cut out all of that, and then she's just in the middle of the freaking ocean with the crew looking at Luffy's bounty with Usopp's head, and it's like man, but yeah, also in that scene, Zoro talks about how like, oh yeah, Luffy's bounty is 30 million. It's like a high bounty, and like a lot of heavy hitting bounty hunters are gonna like approach them, or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, I mean, like they didn't have to cut out that. They could have like condensed it. They certainly could have condensed all that the way I just like the way me and you were just talking about it right now. But I can't believe they just cut that out, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're really starting to get crazy with just condensing
Well,
things down, like
it's not
important
condensing
plot
things out. It's
points.
straight up cutting it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah. I
Like
mean, they took out the tattoo thing is the thing that pisses me off the most. That's a whole plot point.
yeah, because it's like the tattoo that she get is like very symbolic. But
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do a flashback or something of her getting it if they show her the tattoo again. I don't know. We'll see.
I doubt it. But okay, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's it for this episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks. It'll be episode 40 from my end. I guess episode 46 from your end. Uh,
yeah,
yeah, we'll see what happens then. But yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you next week.
yeah.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.